Hey folks, Calvin here from Calvinomics. This is my short second video of today. The first one ended up being 13 minutes long, so this one will actually be short. I'm just going to take a look at precious metals. I made a series of videos. I've been talking about a lot of random topics, but one I've been honing in on is precious metals just because I enjoy that. And if you're thinking about buying either mining stocks or precious metals as like basically some type of investment or just to have a store of value, I'm a big advocate for that. I am not in any way being sponsored by any of the sites I mentioned. I've just been buying silver and gold back since about late 2022, early 2023. And I've been stacking for a while, but I'm in by no means rich. So really don't get any type of ideas. I mean, I have pieces, but maybe like a couple $1,000s. And so that's how much an iPhone is. So don't really get, too hyped up. But I buy every month. I buy a little bit every month and I just like it. And just in case I ever need to sell off, I have something I could just take to a dealer. Anyway, silver prices today. We're looking at the March 4th. It's Wednesday. Remember, there's been the Iran attacks. And like I said in the last video, there was the initial set in with fear. This is it. They're going to close the ports. There's the end of the world, Armageddon, World War III, robots, and none of that's really occurring. Of course, there's always strike. There's the initial chaos, and then we're going to kind of see it. But then eventually people get afraid. There's some knee jerk reactions, and then everything kind of settles down. We see this over and over. However, silver has fallen. It's been falling for the last 5 days. Over the last month, it's down. And I mean, there was the initial, see, $93. And in the last 6 months, it has been up $42. However, I do believe there's going to be a leveling out. I do think silver is going to fall a little bit further. Gold's a little bit different. And I think that here, gold, I mean, it's also fallen. Same thing, kind of like last 6 months, but it's been steadily increasing. Over today, $19 is very, very small amount. Last 5 days, it's gone down almost $70. Oh, just jumped up 2 points. Here we go with platinum, kind of the same ordeal. As you can see, not really the run up that gold has, and kind of follows the same pattern that silver. So let's go for 1 year here. Looks like platinum and silver kind of follow the same thing. But as you can see, that it's trending upward, and but I do think there's gonna be a leveling out. Gold is probably not going to have the same leveling out as the other precious metals, just because so many countries buy it. This demand is going to continually go up. I just don't ever foresee it going down for any reason. I'd say by 2030, if not before, we're going to look at $9,000 or $10,000 an ounce, especially if the United States, what we're doing as a country with our debt and inflation and all that, continues to go the same route, which I don't foresee it going any differently. Unfortunately, it's just going to continue to increase. I mean, the last 5 years, it's gone up $3,400. So why not in 5 more years, or even less, would it not go up another $3,400? And that'd put us around 8,500. I mean, just in the last year, it's $2,200. So in the last 5 years, it's gone $3,400, but in the last year alone, $2,200. Says a lot. So the last video I made I was talking about the price of silver. I think it was in the $90 range, and I was like, oh, it's going to go down. Let's take a look at those sites. And it was like 86, 87, somewhere around there. And let's see, the last day, yeah, see 86, 87. And then I was like, well, I went to where you can buy silver online, and it was still showing prices over 100. So I loaded up a couple sites, and let's see. I was like, well, it takes about a day for the prices to adjust on the sites if you go to buy. And it looks like now the price is more accurately reflecting this. And so as you can see here, the silver price, $83. Get a Canadian silver maple leaf, which are popular. These are popular. Not as popular as essentially, the American silver eagle, but still popular. And you can see here 53% off the premium. So here's the price right now, and they're selling it for $8, about $8 over spot. Same thing here, the Mexican silver, Australian silver. These are all popular. Not so sure about this one. The Britannia is, This one I've heard, Kookaburra. That's I don't know if I say that right. It's silly, but it sounds really cool. However, I don't really hear that. I see, yeah, the Britannia, the American Silver Eagle, the Krugerrand, Philharmonic, Mexican Silver, Canadian Silver. Usually some of the ones that you see the most mentioned. But as you can take a look for yourself, the British one, these have still look like they are either just that popular, which is probably not true. They all look almost the exact same, or they just haven't reflected this price. Because if you were to go and buy this one right now, you're paying a $17 premium almost to the spot price of silver, which I think is very, very high. Not to mention, once you click on it, let's go to, you see, if you pay by check, it's another dollar. Let's see. Yep. So $101. We pay by crypto. They had another dollar something charge. If you pay by card, it's another almost $5. So if you're to pay by card, here's a spot price. You're paying $23 over the spot price. And if you're only to buy this one, shipping's gonna be around $10. So then it's gonna be like $116 for this. That's so you're around $33 in the hole already if you're to go that route. So you kind of want to wait for the prices to be reflected. However, there's if you buy from online or from a dealer, there's always going to be something charged over the top of it. If it's even if it's taxes, some states charge taxes on the sale, some don't. I think it just depends. So the thing is, like, oh, is now the time to buy silver, or is now the time? Let's go see actually before it's. There's never really the perfect time. It just kind of set schedule. And over time, though, as you can see here, AP Max kind of the same price. Over time, it's going to go up. So platinum prices, let's go here. Let's go to other platinum coins. Get a solid platinum coin here. Oh yeah, look, only $2,300 for this one. Oh, what a deal! So if we go to, I'm just going to get that right now. Platinum bar. This is 1 ounce, $2,300. And so let's go platinum prices. So as you can see here, here's a spot price of platinum. You're buying a platinum bar at 2,300. That means it needs to go up about $200 or $170 for you to make your money back. And then if you were to pay by card, you're paying an extra $107. So then you really need to go up about 270 something bucks. And then if you pay for shipping. So yeah, all I can say is look at the sites that you are look at the look at different sites, see which one maybe offers free shipping, see which one is maybe more space pricing in real time. But there's always going to be a lag. There's going to be a delay, maybe a day or two. So for instance, you may get lucky if you're like, hey, I'm going to buy silver today, but then you're like, you know what? I'll wait till tomorrow, and it drops. That this price will then be reflected in the price of these pieces tomorrow. But if you're like me, sometimes it's best just to set amount on the same day each month. You're going to spend X amount of dollars, you order, and whatever happens, happens. All I can tell you is there's no real loss. If you're trying to make money tomorrow, if you're that's not what I'm advocating for or telling you to do. I'm not a day trader, I'm not a finance professional. I just really enjoy talking about this and like to help other people out because it feels like we're all getting screwed right now. So if you can try to have your money be a store of value or just make money, fantastic. That's all I'm trying to do here. See, so you just got to look at the trend line. Yes, there's a dip. Yes, there's a crash. In the end, though, the price is up. So it's just more about a matter of time. If you're buying coins, if you're buying bars, you're like, oh God, when am I going to go to the positive? I wouldn't worry too much about it. You just find a time and say, all right, I'm going to buy this every single month or every couple of weeks or whatever at this price, whatever I get for 250 bucks 2 times a month. That's all I'm going to do. Or I'm going to buy one time a month at 400, $500. Whatever I get, I get. Sometimes the next month rolls around and it's lower. Sometimes it's higher, but chances are over the long term, it's going to go higher and higher. All right, I kept this below 10 minutes, so have a great day.